What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning to you. This is Gail Dudley with News in Motion. Today is Tuesday, y'all. Tuesday, November the 24th, 2020. What's up, everyone? Tell me how you doing. Good morning, Pastor Alex. I'm going to still call you that. Good morning, Brenda Randleman. Good morning. Now that I know you running, I'm going to really call you that. Good morning, Kelly Lee. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. How are you all doing today? That's what I want to know. How are you all doing on today? All right, y'all. We have just the news was interesting yesterday. Good morning, Marion. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning. Good morning, Kelly Lee. I may have said that already, but good morning. Good morning, Antoinette. Good morning. It was so good to see the bishop yesterday, Antoinette. Good morning. Good morning to my brother, Louis Pryor. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, people. Good morning. Hey, y'all are up and rolling this morning. This Tuesday. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Bill Palmer. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. All right, y'all. Good morning, Monica. Hey, girl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all are serious this morning. All right, now let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good morning. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Yeah, Bill Palmer, transition. It's time for us to do it. It's time for us to do. Nobody should have that much control. I keep thinking about that. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning. Hey, Pamela. Good morning, Oscar. Pamela, I saw that your post with the black tree, and the only thing that came to my mind is it's the Black Christmas. So I don't know, but it was elegantly done, though. It was elegantly done. So I want to say that. All right, y'all. Thank you to everyone who popped into Friendsgiving on yesterday evening at 6:30 Eastern time. We had a good time. Good morning, Hester. Good morning. We had a great time on Friendsgiving through our Zoom. And I don't know why some of you were unable to get in. Good morning, Dana. Saying that the passcode didn't work because there were people. So I don't know if maybe there were too many people on there at one time and it was blocking other people. I don't know, but at least we know we'll find another way to do something another day, probably before the end of the year. Good morning to Mia. She said, "Can a usher let me in?" So, yep, it was, and me too. Okay, Pamela. Okay. So, yeah, but we had a good time. We had people on Zoom. When I got the final count from Zoom, they give you a final count. There was actually 27 of us that popped in and out over about 90-minute time frame. We had people from Las Vegas, from North Carolina, from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, I shouldn't say the city. From Maryland, from Virginia, from Ohio, from Oregon, and from California. So we had a wide range of people who popped in on Friendsgiving. So again, I say thank you. Thank you again to Damia for making that suggestion. Y'all, we had a really good time. We laughed. It was good to put faces to names. Did you call Antoinette or Adrian Bishop? No. So you know how to behave. No, Antoinette's husband popped on last night, and he's the bishop of that household. He's a bishop, period. So that's what I was calling out. That's cute. She was like, I want to know how to behave. Demia, you going to behave how you are, girl. You're real 100, no chaser. You got to stay that lane. All right, y'all. So, first of all, if I look tired, I won't tell you who, but now when I read these coronavirus numbers, I was able to put faces to some of my friends and family previously, but now when I call the coronavirus numbers, it's more personal for me. No, I don't have COVID. No, my husband doesn't have COVID, but there's someone very close in our family. So if I look tired, I was on the phone talking with them last evening. I need to know the name of the rum. Well, there you go. Damia, you got to give Pastor Alex the name of the rum. So when I call out the coronavirus numbers, today, and I'm saying this now so I won't like break down crying when I get to those numbers. Just pray. You know, I'm not going to give the name, but just pray for everyone who may have a loved one or maybe themselves are dealing with COVID-19. So I was talking with them early into the morning, trying to help them organize what they have and how to navigate through this time. And we were on Whole Foods ordering what needed to be ordered. Good morning, Dr. Carter. So if I look tired, I was literally on the phone with this person till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Again, I won't give the name, but now I've had people in my life that I knew, but now this is somebody right there in my life. So I'm just praying for everybody. It changes. When you know somebody that close, it changes what you're thinking. So now I'm really like, okay, you know, got to take this up a notch. And this particular person, y'all, was in a small group of 5 people, wearing face masks, social distancing, just everything. So you just don't know. And what happened was, this is why contact tracing is so important. What happened was one of the people in the group who had gathered had some signs, had some symptoms, became very, very ill, told the other 4 people. 2 of the other 4 people went to get tested. They weren't having any feelings, symptoms, or anything. One of them came back positive. This person that I know very well became sick on yesterday, went to get tested, came back positive. So just helping this person navigate, even helping me think through some of the things we need to do, which I'm going to give you a list of that as well as we get started. So y'all, CNN, it came out right about 6:25, right before the Friendsgiving. The General Service Administration, Emily Murphy, the heat must have been turned up on her because she has finally signed those papers. She has released the money, but she even worded her statement kind of strange. It's like, girl, give it up. Just give it up. You failed. You messed up. And I once again say that there has to be another way of balancing power. There has to be. No one should have that much power. She actually had more power than the president. No one should have that much power. There should be a bipartisan co-chairing that slot. There has to be something that we can do to balance that power. There has to be something. And so maybe News in Motion can come up with an answer, and we submit that as a piece of legislation, go before the floor, get some of you who like to do presentations, and we present our stuff. We debate it and get it passed. All right, y'all, changing of the guard. Senator Dianne Feinstein, she's a Democrat of California, yesterday said she's stepping down from top Democrat. She said she's stepping down. First of all, she old. And I don't mean that because I'm old too. I don't mean that. But at some point, we have to give it up. So she is stepping down from the high-ranking position. She's going to stay in there. She said she's going to focus on climate change, and she's going to focus on some other areas. But people really came after her by the way that she was handling the Supreme Court nominee and how she was pretty much just lavishing all over Senator Lindsey Graham. Seriously? I'm not saying you have to hate the person. I'm not saying that you have to fight the person. But the word she used was like, what's really going on right here? So she has agreed to do that. But this is what I want to say now. Y'all know with Ready Publication, which my daughter now heads up, we had AOC on the cover. We had her on the cover. We had Stacey Abrams inside. We had really the Rockin' Five all in that issue of Ready Publication. And I applaud them. I support them. I think they are great. But I do believe that people have to use wisdom and be seasoned. And there has to be a balance. You can't be so far left or so far right when it comes to politics that there's no middle ground. And I think y'all know this by now. I'm pretty moderate. Now, I can go liberal on some things. I can go conservative on things, which defines me as moderate. I look at, again, my morals, my values, my background, my family, what's important to me, and how I come up with what I believe in, and my position on different issues. So when we start looking at, and this is what I'm hoping the senators will do, I hope they will start look. Now that she says she's going to step down from that position, she's not going to run again for that position. I now hope that people look at, okay, who is really for the people? For the people. It's a diverse makeup for the people, And that's how, and even now, we should be calling our senators saying something, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on. Now is the time to be doing that. Good morning, Judy. All right, y'all, what a breakup. General Motors said, we done with you, Trump administration. We're no longer going to support your challenge of the clean air bill. So they just kind of like dropped him, and they turned all their attention to Biden. They were like, peace out. What a breakup. What a breakup. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. USA Today opinion. I want to read this. This is Bill Owens and James Cartwright. They are contributors. They said, and this is just a small quote, the entire weight of our democracy rests upon a handful of principles. Chief among them is our collective faith as a people in the enduring strength and integrity of the American government. And no American should place their allegiance to a single political party before their devotion to our nation as a whole. If you, I would encourage you to read that entire article. It is amazing. And it goes back to having balance. Having balance. Right now, a cult is building. The cult was already there. But now there's this cult that's building up. Now trying to overthrow the Republican Party because they believe that no one's backing the current occupant. Y'all, I was watching some videos yesterday on YouTube, live videos of different streams. And it's not a nice picture. It's not a nice picture. No one should be that married to a political party that they will lose their soul behind it. The threats that they are spewing out their mouths, threatening people's families, it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we need to continue to pray for that. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. I'm praying all is well as with what you shared with me yesterday on a totally different matter. All right, y'all, the coronavirus numbers in the U.S. Again, it's a different number for me now. Now that I have somebody very close to me who has now been tested positive. And I'm still messed up just thinking about it. Whew. All right, y'all, 12,778,924 confirmed cases. And it's real. It's real. I was saying to the person yesterday, as I was talking with them on the phone, wee hours in the morning, I guess it was actually this morning, I said, your whole voice is changing while I'm talking to you. I said, you have become more congested in the time that I've been speaking with you on the phone. The person, you could tell that they were becoming more lethargic while I was speaking with them on the phone. And my dear friend's fiance is on a ventilator. Please, yes, Deborah, and thank you for posting that. Thank you. We will be praying for your friend. Y'all, we just need to pray, even if we don't know them. I knew it was serious just hearing from my sister. My sister may be on here who works at Children's Hospital. And just hearing what is happening. And so you know how serious it is. But when you have somebody that close and you hear them and you talk with them and you're like, what is happening? It's something totally different. It's something totally different. So 12,778,924 confirmed cases. 263,701 deaths. I'm sorry, y'all. 7,551,839 have recovered. So let's celebrate that recovery. Let's celebrate that recovery. All right, with that, y'all, can y'all believe the TSA reported that they screened more than 3 million passengers this weekend? Where the heck are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? They said that's the number, that has been the most since March, since the pandemic came out and everything shut down. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Your loved one will I love y'all, will live. Thank you. Your loved one will live. Thank you. I speak life, not death. So thank you for saying that to me. But y'all, yeah, 3 million. Where the heck are you going? Where are you going? What turkey is that important? What turkey is that important? Thank you, Dr. Carter. Thank you. Y'all, what turkey is that important? And I'm not being funny. If your family members are that important to you, stay home. Please stay home. If your loved ones are that important to you, stay home. Now, if you are students getting home from college, I got it. I got it. And hopefully you covered up everything before you got on that plane. But if you're going to say, I just want some of my mama's sweet potato pie, you are putting somebody in jeopardy. And for those of you who just joined in, I now know someone who was with there were a total of 5 people, small group, they say 7 or less, 5 people, social distancing. I even seen pictures of how they were sitting. I even saw how they all had their masks on, waiting for their food to come out. They were sitting outside on a patio. So it's not, y'all, it's really not that serious. You can eat dinner next year. You can eat breakfast next year. You can have mimosas next year in a gathering. Y'all, come on, y'all, be smart. But y'all, more than 3 million. TSA counted more than 3 million on Sunday. On Sunday. All right, y'all, pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca, I always want to pronounce that, AstraZeneca is now in the game. There's 3 now. There's three. AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna. Now, I have a question, y'all. I have a question. Are they competing with each other? Because if they're competing with each other, I'm concerned. Hear me out for a minute. Hear me out for a minute. They keep coming out like, I got 95%. Mine is 97%. Mine is 90%. And they're now coming out behind each other. So I'm like, are y'all competing? Because I don't want a vaccine if y'all competing with each other just to say yours is now such and such percent. Are y'all all on the same page? Are y'all all going to work together? Or are we having to determine, I want Pfizer's vaccine. I want Moderna's vaccine. I want, how you say it? AstraZeneca's vaccine. Well, what? No. I want to know, are y'all working together? Don't keep coming up and one another. Does yours work? That's what I want to know. But that came to me when I was reading this. There was this we got a new one in the game here now. AstraZeneca, who's a part of the University of Oxford. Okay, but does it work? That's what I want to know. So just a sidebar there. Who knows? All right, y'all, know thy health. I said in the beginning I was going to give you some pointers, and here are the pointers. And if you have pen and paper, your smartphone or whatever, write this down. In times like these, as soon as you find out that you have someone that has COVID or something else that could be deadly, here's the truth, y'all. Put your doctors, your urgent care, your hospital in your faves on your phone. Put your doctors, your urgent care, your hospital in your faves on your phone. Why? Because if you are in need and you may not have that number readily available, trying to Google search them or to go to the internet, if this gets out of control like they're saying it's going to, the internet, as I shared with you last week, it may not work. It may not work. So you want to have all of these numbers in your fave, that even if something happens to you, somebody else can unlock your phone and go through your faves. They don't have to go through contacts trying to figure out who your doctors are. They can just go to your fave and mark them accordingly. Y'all put a note next to that. Like, this is my primary doctor. This is my gynecologist. This is my whatever, my podiatrist. This is my whoever they are. List that clearly in your face for the doctor. That's number 1. Number 2, know your family history. Know your family history. If somebody is out and on a ventilator and unable to speak, and y'all, this thing hits fast. depending upon, they say what strain, I don't think that's the right word, but depending upon where you are, or if you're asymptomatic, or if you are becoming sick, they're saying this hits fast. And I shared with you all that I was on the telephone with this person. I could literally hear their voice changing. I could literally hear it. And if something happens, you want to know their history. You want to know their history. So y'all family members, share your history. Don't be so prideful that you're not sharing your history. Share your history. Share your history. So know your family history. My family and I did this a while ago, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. My brother and my sister are both on here, and we filled it out, and we made sure everybody had a copy of it. You know, hey, this is it. Know it, and keep it with you somehow. Know where it is so that you can pull that out and share the history. The other part is list all known allergies. So if a person has a allergy to a certain medicine, know that and share that information. Please, y'all, share that information. Number 4, keep a list of current medicine. Make sure you are keeping a list of current medicine. Keep a list of current medicine, y'all. I cannot stress that again. Keep a list of current medicine. Let people know what you're currently taking. And then number 5, carry a typed emergency card in your wallet. Typed, not handwritten, because everybody can't read your handwriting. Typed emergency card. You know, people don't know. People don't know unless you put in your phone hubby or wifey or daughter or son or parents. People don't do all that. So there's some things that we did old school that still work for today. Old school, have a typed emergency card in your wallet. Screenshot meds on your health page. Keep in your phone. Yes. Now, yes, I agree with that. And I want to say this, Karen, as well. Yes, Deborah, and includes the vitamins you're taking, because we got to make sure that the medication is not going to interfere with one another. Now, the reason I'm saying, and that's a great thing, the screenshot, and the reason I'm saying have that emergency card tight, let's say internet falls. Let's say cell towers jack up. We don't know, and we have these ransom attacks that are going on, so there has to be another backup, y'all, and we get it. I'm there with you, too. Everything's on my cell phone. I still carry a planner. Didn't this year, didn't need it. But I still carry a planner because there's been times I've lost everything. And I've gone to the Apple Genius desk. And now remember, the Genius bar. And they say, oh, it's in the cloud. Well, how I get it out to cloud? And they're like, well, I don't know. Well, you mean to tell me it's in the cloud somewhere, but I can't get it out? So, y'all, you want to have that typed card with the emergency information on it. So I'll give you that list again. Put your doctor's urgent care hospital in your fave. So if somebody needs to get to your phone, they can see it. Or if you need to get to your phone, you can see it if you cannot get it to the internet. Know your family history. Know what it is. List all known allergies, past and present. Know what those are. Keep a list of all current medication. And as Deborah said, your vitamins as well. And carry a typed emergency card. Seriously, I had to give some information yesterday, and I'm up there going through stuff, trying to find the information that I needed to be able to give. Add your doctor information to your favorites on your phone. Thank you for typing that up, Latrice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Y'all come back. It's a comeback. Snapchat said, not too fast. Not too fast. Y'all remember Snapchat? I think everybody forgot about Snapchat. Snapchat said, not too fast, y'all. TikTok, I'm going to need you to sit down. Y'all, Snapchat is giving $1 million a day till the end of the year. So, now I'm not a Snapchatter. I have an account, but I'm not on there. But I may try to figure out how to get on there between now and the end of the year. Snapchat is like, oh no, TikTok, you ain't about to come in here and take my show. They giving $1 million a day to creators with the most viewed videos. That's what they're doing. $1 million a day. At least until the end of the year. They say, and I quote, as a way to celebrate and reward the creativity of a Snapchat community, Snap will distribute over $1 million every day to Snapchatters who create the top snaps on Spotlight. Say that real fast. At least through the end of the year. That's what's happening, y'all. That's what's Snapchat said, TikTok. We had this platform and we about to take it back. So that's what's happening. All right, y'all, just something fun before we go, before I give you the win and the inspirational message. Before you go see your in-laws, whether you social distancing or not. There are 10 signs. Yeah, Demia, $1 million. Yeah, we should, as News in Motion, all of us. But there's 27 on here live right now. All of us, y'all, we should put together this video and put it up on Snapchat, and we divide the $1 million. 27, y'all, what is that? 27, $1 million divided by 27. Y'all, what's that? Can y'all, you know, I'm just saying. All right, y'all. 10 signs that you have a toxic mother-in-law. Before you go, you want to know. And this is according to a renowned therapist. She ignores your personal boundaries. She ignores those. She offers unsolicited advice. Yep, that's what she does. She cancels plans last minute or show up unannounced. Yep. That's $37,000 a piece. I could use that right about now. I could use that. All right, y'all. She cancels plans last minute or shows up unannounced. She buys inappropriate gifts for your spouse. She gives you gifts, but with strings attached. She thinks that she's always right without exception. She straight up ignores you. You sitting there, oh, okay. She's getting, everybody else's plate, talking to everybody else. She ain't looking at you. She straight up ignores you. She's impossible to please, although you shouldn't be a people pleaser. She behaves differently when your spouse isn't present. She gossips about you to your friends and family. So just be prepared. Whether you on Zoom virtually or if you going to the in-laws' house, know before you go. Now, here are 5 ways to deal with it. Communicate with your spouse before you go. Let them know how you feel. And y'all, this could be female or male. The spouse could be female or male. Talk to your mother-in-law. Have a conversation. Have a come to Jesus meeting. So let me tell you something. We ain't doing that this year. It's COVID. You can blame everything on COVID. You can say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm dealing with COVID. I'm dealing with the pandemic in my life. You don't come for me today. That's how you deal with it. Minimize exposure. What does that mean? Just don't show up. I ain't dealing with you. Encourage your spouse to reinforce boundaries. And number 5, don't take it personally. So y'all, I'm going to give y'all that list again. Know before you go. Good morning, John Gore. Know before you go, y'all, the 10 signs of a toxic mother-in-law. She ignores personal boundaries. She offers unsolicited advice. She cancels plans last minute or shows up unannounced. She buys inappropriate gifts for your spouse. She gives you gifts, but with strings attached. She thinks she's always right without exception. She straight up ignores you. She's impossible to please, although you should not be a people pleaser. She behaves differently when your spouse isn't present. You know what that's like, right? She gossips about you to your friends and family. How you deal with it, communicate with your spouse. Say, hey, let me tell you something. I ain't taking this year. It's COVID. Again, you can blame everything on COVID. It's COVID. I ain't taking it this year. Talk to your mother-in-law. Listen here, sister. Listen here. I'm grown. You ain't going to mess with me today. It's COVID. Everything, y'all can blame COVID on everything. Minimize exposure. I can't show up. Haven't been in your bubble. You haven't been in my bubble. So I'm just not going to show up. You're not going to see me this year. Encourage your spouse to reinforce boundaries. And then don't take it personally. All right, y'all, for the win. Will someone kindly hold my earrings to me? You crazy. For the win. Y'all, a man. This happened in Cleveland. This is from Associated Press. A man left a $3,000 tip. He gets the win. We don't know his name, but he gets the win. And I'm going to just read this. A customer left a $3,000 tip for a single beer. The beer that cost $7.02 when it came to tax. For a single beer at a restaurant voluntarily... Let me read that again. A customer left a $3,000 tip for a single beer as the restaurant voluntarily closes because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This happened this weekend on Sunday. Oscar saying I'm laughing too much. Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm still laughing about that mother-in-law, the toxic one. This happened in Cleveland on Sunday. The man walked into Night Town on Sunday in Cleveland, ordered a beer, and asked for the check, which came to $7.02. The owner, Brennan Ring, wrote on Facebook about this tip. Ring said that the man wished him well and told him to share the tip with the 4 employees. Ring thought, what tip could I share with 4 employees off of $7.02? When he looked down to see the tip, he looked down and saw that he left $3,000. He went after the guy, and the guy said, nope, I'll see you when you reopen. He gets the win. He gets the win for thinking about the people. He gets the win. So my inspirational message today, before I sign off, my inspirational message today is faith. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We walk by faith and not by sight. You know, when I think about this man in Cleveland, and he had it like that, however he has it, and maybe that was his last $3,000. We don't know. We don't know the story. But the fact that he said, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to get a beer, because that's the whole story. He says, I'm just going to go to different places and I'm going to leave tips. So he's going to go in there and he's going to get a beer, $7.02, and he's going to leave a tip. I'm sure the employees at that time thought, here we go, we're shutting down again. It's going into Thanksgiving week, into the Christmas holiday, and this is all I have is the paycheck I'm going to receive today. And to think that, you know, they still went in, they still gave it their all, they completed their shift, and they left with more money than what they went in there with. Y'all, in times like these, we have to have faith. And I know we talked about the whole weariness yesterday, and I know times become very hard, but we have to continue the faith. You know, walk by faith and not by sight. What we see doesn't look good. But I know a man. You know a man. Many of us on here know a man. If you don't know him, I would love for you to reach out to me and ask me, how can I know him? For me, his name is Jesus. I walk by faith and not by sight. You know, there's been some tough situations that I've had to deal with this year. But it's like, nope, we're going to walk by faith and not by sight. And God has not failed me yet. And let me share this with you. When you speak those things as though they were, when you speak those things, you're letting the enemy know you are not going to win. I'm going to be victorious and I'm going to defeat you, regardless of what it looks like. When you begin to live like that, the enemy ups the ante. There is no way. There's no way. And I thought about this at 3 o'clock this morning. There is no way. The enemy said, oh, she thinks she winning. Oh, let me hit her with somebody very close to her with COVID. And I could have been on the phone like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and freaking out. Nope. This is what we're about to do. This is the game plan. Now make sure you're walking. Make sure you're exercising. Don't give in to this. Don't just fall down and say, take me out. Nope, we're going to fight this, and this is how we're going to fight this. And this is by faith and not by sight. Sight says that people end up on ventilators more often than not. But by faith, no, you're not. And we're going to beat this, and you're going to win. We will win. Y'all, your business, you may be looking at it saying, man, the profit's low. I don't know what Black Friday is going to bring me. Let me change that for you. Don't depend on Black Friday. Depend on God. Black Friday will be temporary people that will come your way. God is forever. He's life-changing. He's for real. Some people are dependent upon Small Business Saturday. That's nice. All right, but that's one day. So you want to profit on one day, or do you want to profit on a lifetime? The lifetime I know is a lifetime of Jesus Christ. And when you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And that's the kind of faith I want all of us to tap into on today. Cyber Monday can crash. Cyber Monday can just blow up like smoke. But God, when you have faith, when you have that kind of deep-rooted faith, can't tell me nothing. You can choose to go around hopelessly confused, or you can choose to roll your shoulders back, lift your head up, and go to battle. Pray. Don't pray the complaint. Pray the victory. Pray what you see. Someone taught me that, actually it was Elder Ruth Pugh a couple of weeks ago. Pray what you see. Good morning, Patricia. Pray what you see. Pray what you see. Pray life. Speak life. Pray what you see. Pray prosperity. I'm not talking about name it, claim it. There's a difference. I'm talking about prosperity in your knowledge of Jesus Christ. Prosperity in your health. Prosperity in your wisdom. Pray prosperity. Yeah, y'all. We walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith, y'all, and not by sight. I know for many of us it doesn't look great, but this is what I know. I know too much about him. Pray the victory. That's right, John Gore. That's right. You know, I know. You know, I know. You know. Y'all, we just really need to go into a time of praying and fasting for one another. News in Motion family, I feel a fast for Gail's loved one until noon today. Woo, we need to, thank you, Demia, and let's pray for each other. It's amazing that you said that when I was saying what I said. That's crazy. No, that's God. That's not crazy. That's God. That's God. That's confirmation, y'all. Y'all, we're all in this for the long haul. We're all in this for a long haul. If you are willing to be vulnerable today, if you're willing to be vulnerable, and if you don't, that's okay. Just put in the word in the thread, just pray, and we know to pray for you. But if you want us to join you, link arms together in a specific prayer for you or your loved one, just put the prayer in the thread. I understand it'll be public. I understand. So use wisdom, exercise wisdom when you're posting it. But I believe when we speak it and we share it, people can link arms together and cover it in prayer. All right, y'all, that's all I have today. We will be on tomorrow. But I do have a slight change I need to share with y'all. And I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. Don't tell the mister that I wasn't thinking about it. So we won't be here Thanksgiving. We won't be here on Friday. We won't be here on Monday. And the reason why, Monday, November the 30th will be my 29th wedding anniversary. And, you know, there is a thing called breakfast in bed, and it's not happening at 4:30. Trust me. So, you know, I have to just honor the relationship, my marriage, my husband, and continue what we do yearly for the last 29 years. So you won't see me on Monday either. So, just know that. So I'm just going to take a long weekend, but I will be back December the 1st, or is it December? Whatever that Tuesday is, I will be back on that Tuesday. Yes, amen, for 29 years. I love him. Oh my gosh, I love him. I love him so much, and he loves me too. That doesn't mean we don't go at it every now and then, you know, like, just keep it real. But for all of you who joined us yesterday for the Friendsgiving, there were some of you were saying you could not get in with the passcode. People kept trying. They ended up in there. So I do apologize if you missed it, but we had a fantastic time. Don't worry. We'll figure out something to do again. All right, y'all. I will be back here tomorrow. On Wednesday. We're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're going to have a last-minute few countdowns of Thanksgiving. We got some other fun things to go on tomorrow. And those of you who were not on Zoom, you missed one of the millennials. You missed the letter M. We gave her name yesterday because she wasn't on here because she has a real job. But you missed that. Thank you all for the congratulations. So yes, that's Monday. I think that's it. Enjoy your breakfast in bed. You know I will, John Gore. Hey, what's up, Jean Harris? Dr. Harris. Dr. Harris, we're still praying for you in the passing of your brother. Dr. Harris, for those of you who do not know, Dr. Harris's brother was, I can't think of her name now, the fiance to the one daughter. What is her name? On the Cosby Show. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of her name on the Cosby Show. But anyway, it's been so long. But anyway, Dr. Harris, we are praying for you in the passing of your brother, praying for your family during this time. And we just praise God for how you stepped to the plate and did everything you needed to do with them for your family. So we're going to pray your strength as well. Mike Nicholson says, yeah, Vanessa, thank you, Dr. Harris. Vanessa, he was Vanessa's fiance on the Cosby Show. So we want to continue to pray for them. All right, y'all, I am Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Until tomorrow at 7:25 a.m., Lord willing, I'll be back. Until then, you make it a great day. Practice social distancing, wear your mask, and wash your hands. And pray for everyone who has COVID. Pray for everyone who has COVID. And I would apologize for having my time of crying on here, but you know, when you know that somebody extremely close to you now has tested positive and you could hear them being sick, it changes it. It changes it. I knew other people. I know some people who passed away, and it bothered me even with that. But to have someone this close now, and again, I won't reveal who they are, but having someone this close, and you get the call on yesterday. And just for those of you who know this, if those of you who were on Zoom, when I said I had to take the call and I put you all on mute, was the call that I received that the person found out that they did test positive. And I was like, get it together, Gail. You got to get through and enjoy the News in Motion family on Zoom. So that was that phone call that I received. That's the only reason why I got off of the Zoom to grab the call and came back on, was because I was waiting for that answer and they received it. So pray for everyone who has contracted COVID-19 and pray that God will heal the land. All right, y'all, until tomorrow, peace out.